Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, doing a little bit of maintenance onto my Evo 10. Figured I'd make a video on it because I haven't done one of these before. So what I'm actually doing today is changing the spark plugs. So just picked up these ones, got them from AK Racing as they currently have a sale on them. That's the part number there if you're looking to buy some. But yeah, so figured it's about time. I've gone from pump fuel back to E85 to flex fuel, changed turbos, and yeah, haven't changed the spark plugs in almost a year probably. So with the amount of fuel changing I've done and tuning, lots of pulls, I figured they're probably pretty bad. Been meaning to get onto it, so yeah, that's going to be today's job. It's a very simple job, definitely something that anyone could do themselves. So I'll show you what it is you need to do and the tools that you'll need. So to start, obviously I have my sort of plastic engine cover removed. So it's the red one that sits over all this. So if you have that on the car still, then that will just pull straight off with a few little clips. Obviously I have mine out, and then I have this coil cover, carbon fibre one, so I'm just going to remove this, but that's not something you'll have to do depending on your setup. So yeah, I've just got a couple of titanium Allen bolts to undo. So I'll get those off and then I'll show you what we need to do from there. Okay guys, so with that coil cover removed, you can get access to your coils. So as you can see, I have put some tape down and numbered them 1 to 4, just so I can pull these off and put them back in the exact spot where they were. So yeah, like I said, just a bit of masking tape and a Sharpie. So once we've done that, we can then just unclip them. So just like that. They are quite tight in some spots, these angled ones. So let's get a second hand into that. Okay, so with those all unclipped, you can see there's also some 10mm bolts. So I will grab my 10mm, we'll loosen those. Alright, so once you have all those bolts removed, you can pull your coils out. So yeah, just make sure you number them, like I said. And don't mind the absolutely disgusting mess of paint, polish, dried up crap that has landed down into the coil area, because I wasn't happy with my paint job, which I may have mentioned before I did on this. And so I tried to actually polish it, and a lot of the polish ended up getting down in here and has sort of baked itself in when the engine's been hot. So yeah, that's why I'm actually going to be repainting my coil cover very soon. But pull our coil out, set it aside. 2, 3, and 4. So we have those. Now I can actually get down in and remove our spark plugs. Yeah, that is quite disgusting down there, all that polish and compound residue. So we'll ignore that for now, because yeah, I'll be repainting this whole thing very soon. So now we need a spark plug removal tool. There's a few different types you can get. Basically what you need is a really long extension for your general just socket, and then the actual size you need, which I always forget, so I'll have to actually quickly find which one it is that I use. I think it's 5/8, I think it's this one, but I'll confirm and get that onto our tool and see if we can start removing it. Alright, so yes, it was the 5/8 or 16mm that we need. So yeah, you need a long extension like this. You can get these kits for doing your spark plugs. It'll come with a few different attachments. This is the size you'll need for the Evo 10. So I'll put a link to these in the description. So yeah, basically gently push that down into there so you catch the spark plug and you'll loosen it. So I've already loosened that one. So we'll go to number 2. So what I do, so these spark plug tools that you buy, they're designed to basically, once you loosen it, to sort of grab and pull the spark plug out. Now, I'm not a fan of those personally, as what's happened to me before is I've loosened it like that, as you can see, and then I've pulled it out. It's pulled the spark plug with it, but then it's actually gotten to about here and then it's dropped out and fallen back down into the hole, which can cause major problems. So I've actually removed the little piece out of this, little rubber bit that normally would grab the spark plug. So what I actually do, this is just something that I do, I don't know if it's common or not, but yeah, because I don't trust those, I actually grab a magnetic grab tool like this with little prongs on the end. So what I'll do is I'll actually put this down in there once it's loosened and grab the end of the spark plug, loosen it the rest of the way, as you can see, like this. Looks like I didn't loosen this one very much though, so it's going to take quite a few turns. Okay, so then I'll grab this magnetic grab tool, push it down in, and then use the prongs to grab the end of the spark plug and lift it out. And as you can see, it holds onto it quite nicely. And grab the other end, open it up, sit that down. So there's one spark plug out. I'll have a look at that. So I mean, it's not the worst I've seen. A lot of sort of carbon buildup on the tip, but well worth replacing. But yeah, I have seen a lot worse than that. So that's the method to get them out. So again, grab our little tool, grab the spark plug and pull it out. So there's number 2. Looks about the same as the first one. So sit it down. And now I'll just continue getting the last 2 out. So number 3 and 4. Alright, so got all 4 out, as you can see. So we can open up our new ones. Put gloves on just because I don't want to be touching these too much. So as you can see, I come in their own little box and then with a little bit of cardboard around the plug. So let's carefully get that out. So here's a comparison, new versus old. And if you've ever heard anyone talk about gapping spark plugs and you didn't know what that was, basically just have a little tool like this, and it's just like a little, has the sizes, so basically the gap between those two on the Evo 10, it's a bit hard to do with one hand, but you basically want between like 22 and 24, so the very small end of this one, you'd basically feed this on, slide it around till you get to the point. But these are pre-gapped, so I'm just going to leave them as they are. Always a safe bet to check them, so I'll just actually do that just off camera. Okay, so checked the gap on that, seems to be all good. So now this needs to get down in to number 1. So to do that, we'll do the exact same method that we did to get them out. So grab our magnetic grabbing tool, Get a nice firm hold on that. Just going to very gently lower it down in. And then just get the first few turns. Until it's in there and standing up by itself. And we can get our spark plug tool, get that down there and actually tighten it, which I'll do now. So I don't actually torque these to spec. You probably should. I will put the torque spec up on the screen right now. But what I do is I just tighten them till they're firm, and then just do a little extra. Right, so that's now firm. That's all I want. Just that tiny little bit extra, like not a half turn. I don't know if I said half turn, but just like a quarter, just so it's firm. So that is now in there. We can continue on with our next 3, which I'll do now. Okay, so that's all 4 plugs in. Let's move those out of the way. Grab our coils, starting with number 4, the reverse order that we took them out. Just going to slide that back down, get our plug out of the way, and the same for the other 3. With all 4 coils in, we can then get our bolts and just loosely put those back in by hand. We can actually get it lined up properly. Alright, those are all done up. We can then clip our plugs back in. Make sure you hear the click sound for those, which is quite loud, so you can't miss it. That's all 4 clicked in. Might as well just leave our tape on there for next time, as these are covered up anyway. Then grab our coil cover. This thing has seen better days. I'm actually going to get this also refinished when I get my valve cover and everything that is blue repainted soon. So still unsure if I'll be doing that myself again, giving it one more attempt, or if I just take it off, prep it, and then take it to a paint shop to get done, as I just would like it to be done properly, and it's not going to cost me much. So I've got a guy in our car group who does painting, so he's already done a bit of painting for me, and does a great job, so I might just get him to do it. Okay, so we'll start the car up. It is on mostly 85 at the moment, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle to start, I'm assuming, being completely cold. Okay, there we go, started straight up. Quite loud. Okay, let's turn that off so we can actually, so you can hear me. So yeah, starts up fine. New plugs are in. There's our old ones. So definitely looking a little bit worse for wear. Car should run a little bit better now with the fresh ones, and yeah, it's just something that should be done. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a like, and if you want to see more Evo 10 and Ralliart style videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see all my future videos, and why not check out some of my previous ones as well. But yeah, with that said, that's going to be it for today, and I'll catch you guys next time.